Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Oldrin and I'm an industrial and systems engineer from Videot who's currently working as a full-time data scientist. This video is part of my playlist Counting Techniques, which will be covering multiplication rule, permutations and combinations with examples and explanations. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments below. Now, let's jump into it. In most probability examples, determining the cardinality or size of the sample space is very easy. By the way, if you still haven't watched my video where I explain all set theory in 30 minutes, including cardinality, operations and laws, you can check it out in the tab above. In more complicated examples, determining the outcomes of a sample space can get a bit more difficult. Instead, we use what we call counting techniques. So now, an example. We're going to talk about cars. We go to a dealership and we want to buy a new Toyota Corolla. Nice car. But then, the seller comes and tells us to choose our package that comes with 4 different options. What suspension do we want, with sunroof, stereo, and what color? The first one is whether we want manual or automatic transmission. The second one is if we want it with sunroof or not. The third one is do we want it with stereo? And the last one is what color do we want to choose? As you can see, our sample space consists of 48 outcomes. But this can be done in a much faster way using multiplication rule for counting techniques. So, what is the multiplication rule? We assume that an operation can be described as the sequence of k steps that in this example we've got 4 steps. The number of ways to complete step 1 is n1, and the number of ways to complete step 2 is n2 for each way of completing step 1. The number of ways to complete step 3 is n3 for each way of completing step 2. Therefore, the number of ways of completing the operation is n1 times n2 times n3 and so on up until nk.
Okay, now we're going to provide another example for the multiplication rule. In this example, an order of a computer system can specify memory of 4, 8 or 12 gigabytes and disk storage of 200, 300 or 400 gigabytes. Describe the set of possible orders. So first, we're going to identify our number of steps. Let's define as n1 as step 1, in which in this example it would be the type of memory. How many gigabytes do we want? n1 would be 4, 8 or 12. Second, the second level would be our disk storage. Disk storage we can have 200, 300 or 400. Let's define it as n2. In order to get all the possible orders between n1 and n2, we're going to use the multiplication rule. How many elements does n1 have? n1, the cardinality, is 3. How about with n2? How many elements does n2 contain? So the cardinality of n2 is 3. What does the rule say? In order to find all the possible orders or all the possible outcomes, we need to multiply these two numbers. So n1 times n2. That would be equal to n1, we know that is 3, n2 is 3, and our final answer would be 9. 9 would be all the outcomes that we can get from n1 and n2.
And that's it. Thank you for watching. Before going into the next video, which will be about permutation, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And if this video has helped you, leave a comment down below and like this video. I will be reading all your comments on what topic should I cover next. Until the next one.